This delectable fish is a Lieu jaune. If it was caught in La Manche, or the English Channel, this would happen to have been caught off the Gulf of Alaska, so in English it's a Pollack. This is a highly thought of fish in France. I have to confess, probably not my favorite, because like cod, it can be a little bit dry, but you know, there's ways to get around that, so you have to decide how you want to cook it. If it had the skin on it, which this does not, you might want to just cook it in some brown butter and saute it until it's done. I'm going to cook it sous vide to make sure that it stays moist. So the first thing is, let's season it a little bit. We'll put pepper on there and some salt, sea salt. And I have here a little bag full of buttermilk. That will help ensure that this fishy flavor goes away, if there was any, and secondly that it stays moist. So we just put it in there and let it run around. Okay, now we're going to go over here to our cooker, and how we do this, you just push this right down. This is set at 60 degrees and centigrade, and you push this down and let all the air come on out of that. Push, push, push right on up, and then seal it right at the water's edge. That's all there is to it. Okay, that just needs to cook there for 30 minutes. I find myself looking for American alternatives to French wines more and more, especially with tariffs going in and prices climbing. And there are really good things to be found on the West Coast. Pinot Noir would go very well with this meal. And so I found, with much searching quite a ways, I found a really good one. This is called Erath from the Willamette Valley in Oregon. And as you see, it's going to be a light red color. And it's a refreshing, beautiful taste. It reminds me of Louis Saint-Georges. If you want to have a French Burgundy, however, you'll pay 5 times as much for it. So remember that one, Erath from Oregon. The vegetables now need to be braised in butter and orange juice. So I'm just going to squeeze the orange juice in. I want to add a tad bit of salt. Here I have some organic carrots and also some organic fennel. And we're just going to let that steam a little bit in there until it glazes everything. And it'll be still crunchy, but not raw. Now for the sauce à la citron. I have lemon juice and lemon zest, salt and pepper already in. I'm going to put a little bit of a fruity white wine, very dry white wine, and let this reduce for a moment. Alright, this has come down to just maybe a half teaspoon. And now we start putting butter in very slowly, and make sure it's cold butter. If you put room temperature butter in, you're going to have a mess. It will fall completely apart. To get this to emulsify, it really has to be cold. So you just gradually put it in. Well, I'm going to start with vegetables, so we'll arrange these. If you had watercress, you could use that. Since I don't, I'm using arugula. Alright, I added the Pollack, and now here's this beautiful sauce we just made. You might want to just dribble it around all over like that. This is a little bit of dill, which will be nice with it. And a late season lavender sprig. This makes a lovely brasserie type lunch. You might want to have some pommes frites with it, and it will be delightful.